Si Pragmatism may bagong style. Hindi lang basta-basta siya'y magaling mag-analyze. Lahat ng chismis bago siya mag-decide. Gagamit ng data para suna accurate ang vibe. Kahit saan magpunta, laging may hawak na papel. Notebook at laptop gagamit niya para maging rebel. Pragmatism, hindi lang nakikinig. Nagre-research, nag-i-investigate. Pragmatism, sa mundo ng chismis siya'y nag-elevate. Kapag may narinig na bagong balita, hindi agad naniniwala, siya'y nagsusuri muna. May hypothesis at eksperimento pa, ganyan si Pragmatism. Laging may ebidensya, lahat ng detalye kanyang pinupino. Kahit ang mga bulong sinasaliksik ng gusto. Pragmatism, hindi lang nakikinig. Nagre-research, nag-i-investigate. Pragmatism, sa mundo ng chismis siya'y nag-elevate. Siya'y may notebook, punong-puno ng notes. Lahat ng detalye laging may quotes. Ang mag-tismi ang kanyang sentada. Sa chismis at katotohanan siya'y nakikipaglaban. Minsan may mga usap-usapan sa kanto. Si Pragmatism laging may ebidensya sa kanyang puso. Mga istorya'y kanyang tinatanggap, ngunit hindi basta-basta lahat ay pinapakinabang na lahat. Sa bawat bagong chika may analysis pa. Nais na malaman ano ba ang tunay na kwento talaga. Pragmatism, hindi lang nakikinig. Nagre-research, nag-i-investigate. Pragmatism, sa mundo ng chismis siya'y nag-elevate. May proseso at tanong sa bawat habang. Hindi siya nagmamamadali, lahat ay pinag-aaral ng mabuti. Ngunit kahit pragmatic siya'y masaya sa kanyang sariling paraan. Lahat ay kanyang nagdadama. Sa social media siya'y trending din. Lahat ng chismis siya'y laging pasok sa ring. Laging handang sumagot sa kahit anong tanong. Si Pragmatism tunay na lamat sa mundo ng usapang gulong. Hindi lang sa chismis, pati sa buhay siya'y laging handa. Pragmatic sa kanyang galaw. Pragmatism, hindi lang nakikinig. Nagre-research, nag-i-investigate. Pragmatism, sa mundo ng chismis siya'y nag-elevate. Si Pragmatism, isang bagong level. Sa mundo ng chismis siya'y nag-rebel. Laging may tanong, laging may sagot. Sa scientific method siya'y laging may bot. Si Marites dati, sismosa lang. Walang pruweba, kwento lang ang naman. Mahilig sa balita, pero walang basihan. Laging may sabi-sabi, pero kulang sa katibayan. Ayun si Pragmatism, ang ehemplo sa tamang proseso. Siya'y laging panalo. Lahat ng impormasyon kanyang hinuhubog. Scientific method, siya'y di matitimat. Kaya't sa bawat usapan siya ang namumuna. Hindi na chismis lang, kundi may sustansya. Pragmatism, hindi lang nakikinig. Nagre-research, nag-i-investigate. Pragmatism, sa mundo ng chismis siya'y nag-elevate. Si Pragmatism, tunay na reyna. Sa mundo ng balita siyang dakila. Hindi na ito basta-basta. Ito na ang Pragmatism sa mundo ng chika.
Yo, shoutout sa inyong lahat. Shoutout sa pagbabalik ni Kayo. Nabisi ako doon sa paggawa ng music video eh. Usod ko pa yung CN, hindi CN. Tapusin ko pa pala yun. So anyway, ito. Anyway. So, ito issue. I love you, Prof. But this is banggaan ng philosophy, no? Kasi unang-una against ako doon sa regulation ng speech. Ng vloggers, sige vloggers. Para sa akin, mas maraming community of inquirers the better. Because fake news will naturally die because of that. Regulation is never an option. Ano ba? Fake news, fact-checking, and truth. Okay? kailangan natin intindihin yung difference ng identifying falsehood and claiming the truth. Two different things. It's just saying ganito. If God exists, then you make an argument, right? Okay, if God doesn't exist, you give an argument, right? Ngayon, me, nasa opposition ng argument na yon, not because I debunk your claim, it means I know the truth. Do you get that? Hayaan mag-isip ang tao at mag-research ng facts na feed sa utak nila. Naging kasi yung point ko, right? Not because nagbigay ka sa akin ng argument, nagbigay ka sa akin ng evidence. And then, for some reason, I successfully debunk your arguments. I cannot claim truth. All I can claim is, that's absurd. That's false. Wag natin i-conflate yung idea claiming the truth sa the fact of the matter is that is false. Because hindi automatic na if you identify falsehood, it doesn't equate sa mapupunta ka sa truth. It doesn't. That's the problem of the pragmatist. Doubt is incentive of truth and inquiry leads the way. That's the problem of the pragmatist. Andyan pa yung clear differences between fake news, disinformation, misinformation. Correct. So, ako talaga, kailangan talaga magkaroon ng moratorium na magsalita yung mga politicians or mga tao sa government na magsalita ng truth. Dapat magkaroon sila moratorium yan. Unang-unang, they don't know what it means. Even the courts, ang kaya lang nila i-claim is beyond reasonable doubt. They're not talking about absolute truth. Even the courts, they understood, they know, and yet politicians keep using the word truth as if it's their slogan. We should make a law. We should make a law na mag-impose sa mga public officials to stop using the word truth. I think transparency can show truth. Now, it can only get closer you to the truth. Sorry, that's the problem of the pragmatist. Why? Okay, merong absolutism, merong relativism, and then there's pragmatism. Okay, here's the problem. The coherence, the correspondence, and the pragmatic, right? Okay, the coherence says, if your belief coheres with one another, then that's true. It's the truth, right? The correspondence says, well, if it conforms to reality, like there's a cat on the mat, there's a mat on the mat, then okay, that's truth. The pragmatist says, I think you're wrong. Why? Because we have the same problem. You have to posit a reality for you to investigate it, for you to know it. Metaphysical claim siya, right? What is reality? Because if we know reality, then tsaka lang natin ma-investigate yung reality, right? Tsaka lang tayo makapagtanong kung ano yung what is truth. Ito pa nga. Pontius Pilate famously asked the question, what is truth? And yet, our politicians right now, the public officials, it seems that they magically know the truth. What? Paano pa yung impeachment proceeding hindi nga gumamit ng principles na beyond reasonable doubt? Well, that's the highest. But even the courts know. They cannot claim the truth. See, magbibigay ka dito ng case mo. Kailangan pumunta sa threshold ng beyond reasonable doubt. Pero it doesn't mean it's true. It means pumasa ka lang sa threshold ng beyond reasonable doubt. Right? Nagigets niyo yun? dun pa lang sa pagtag ng issue or na pinatawag nila na fake news vlogger, may problema na kasi how they can determine fake news. That's the point. That's the point of this vlog. Pero ang point ko lang dito sa issue na to is kung ang ano ng hindi naman daw siya spokesperson, hindi naman daw spokesperson si prof ni ano, di ba? Ni BBM. So I think it's fair naman. So tsaka philosophical issue naman tayo eh. Because may banggaan ng philosophy dito. Na Attorney Claire, Ayuse Claire Castro thinks she can determine truth. That's why gusto niya i-regulate yung ano ng fact check, blah blah blah, right? But let me just remind you here, okay? Kung saan nagsisimula ang fake news, kinontent ko na yan.
Congressman Barbers, yung communication kasi, ang fake news kasi nagmumula yan kapag walang enough or convenient communication. For example, ako,
walang enough ano? Ano example daw siya?
I only rely on the news that I'm getting from mainstream media, from mga vloggers.
Available information. You create hypothesis from those information.
Hypothesis doesn't magically turn to truth. Even the scientists know that. Even the scientists stop claiming truth. Even Pontius Pilate asked the question, what is truth? Then here we are with our politicians sa Pilipinas saying they know the truth. Alam mo kagad scam eh. Sa mga taong philosophically inclined na tao, oh really? You know? You do? Tell me more! People finding alternative explanations. Pero it doesn't automatically land you to that truth, right? It doesn't follow. That's the issue of the pragmatist. That's why they focus on identifying falsehood. Why? Because the idea is, sa dami mong ma-identify na falsehood, hopefully it gets you closer to the truth. I guess nyo? That's the idea of the pragmatist. First, to be specific, they also need to determine kung dapat ba i-categorize sa news yung isa pa yan. Once a great senator said, alam mo kung kabulustagan nyo, gusto nyo expose po kayo. Tell me more about your truth, Mr. Politician. Right? Ato, saan ba nag-stem ang fake news? Incomplete information. That's all we have. Everything we have in this world is incomplete information. Then, what do we mean by fake news then? Kaya as I said, sinabi niya sa mainstream na nakukuha, right? So, kaya ang sabi ko, actually, you cannot fact check. Like, may objective tsaka subjective, right? Okay. I mean, neither nor. Narinig ko si Attorney Claire na sinabi niya na, okay, patunayan nyo na kapag pag natapos yung term ni BBM, hindi siya bababa. Patunayan nyo. Proof naman. Future tense yun eh. It's a neither nor. Asa na ebidensya? Of course walang ebidensya kasi kailangan mangyari muna yun bago magkaroon ng ebidensya. Prof. Most politicians will say the truth is whatever they declare it to be. I'm surprised. I'm surprised of what's happening. We need. I'm so happy na nandiyan ka, Attorney Claire. But I don't know what to expect. Kailangan dyan mala Rudy Baldwin. I'm so happy na na-appoint sa USEC. But I don't know what's going on. I really don't know. I'm confused. Why is it suddenly na we can claim na we know the truth? Isn't it the conservative way to claim na we will identify falsehood? That's a conservative claim. Anyway, so incomplete information na pinanggagalingan ng fake news, right? That stems from that problem. But here's the problem. Everything we have in this world is incomplete. The incompleteness theorem of Gödel. You guys should know that. Baka nabasa niyo siya somewhere. Baka nabasa niyo siya somewhere. Kurt Gödel. That's the issue. In every system, in every knowledge-based framework, there's always a gap. Again, in realm of logic, may 4 possibilities. True, false, neither true nor false, both true and false. You have to choose. You cannot have all of them. You cannot have completeness without contradiction. You cannot attain a system without contradiction and then it's complete. So what do we have? Yes, it is safe to identify falsehood rather than claiming to know the truth. Exactly. That's what the pragmatist says. That's what they said. It is easier to identify falsehood instead of identifying truth. Kapag ka nagmuni-muni ka sa idea na yon, you will realize, oh nga no, even the courts cannot do that. And that's the highest na consensus na meron tayo na, okay, if we bring it to the court, then kung ano man yung decision ng court, that's binding, right? Ano tayo doon? The consensus idea. Because we both agree, kapag nila natin sa korte, and then kung ano yung decision ng korte, then that's final. Does it follow whatever they decide is true? No, of course not. Philosophically speaking, it's not. Epistemologically speaking, it's not. But we agree to that. We agree they are the authority. Even them cannot claim truth. Even sa court, hindi 100% accurate kasi may mga tinatawag na perfect crimes. That's why, for them to actually avoid prosecuting an innocent person beyond reasonable doubt, right? And it's better, may trade-off. Well, kung ganyan kahigpit yung point mo, then marami makakawalang kriminal. Yeah, sure. Pero mas gusto naming i-risk na makawala yung kriminal kaysa mga kulong ng inosente. That's pragmatism in action, guys. Kaya nga maraming judges ang hindi pabor sa death penalty. Yeah. Anyway, so incompleteness theorem ni Gödel. Diyan nagsisimula, nag-stem yung fake news. Okay? Ngayon may question ako. Panoorin natin to. Maaaring kinapos lang din ng prosec defense the lack of absence of evidence. Yeah.
Araw na ito. Dahil sa Pangulo ay napatanggal na po ang ating ngayong araw na ito. Dahil sa pagpupursigi ng ating Pangulo ay napatanggal na po ang ating bansa sa Financial Action Task Force Gray List. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin nito?
Unang-una, good news yun. We cannot argue against that. That's good news. Okay? That's good news. Anyone na mag-argue na it is good news, it's either you are fanatic or you're stupid. Okay? That's good news. Whatever you say, whatever political color you may have, that's good news. Okay?
Nakita po ng Financial Action Task Force or FATF ang naging pagtatrabaho ng Administrasyong Marcos na magampanan ang obligasyon para matanggal o mabawasan ang mga gawaing nauugnay sa money laundering at pagpupondo sa terorismo. Ano po ba itong FATF? Isa itong independenteng organisasyon na binubuo ng 39 na miyembro na nagtatakda ng mga
And Russia is not a member of it.
international na pamantayan upang labanan ang money laundering at ang propaganda ng terorismo. May mga bansa po na nailalagay sa blacklist or gray list.
Okay. Galing kay Yusek. May blacklist, may gray list, right? Okay? Okay. Blacklist, gray list. May dark gray pa, actually. May dark gray. Konti na lang mga money launderer.
Kapag blacklist, ibig sabihin ay may significant strategic shortcomings o sobrang kakulangan.
Actually, disagree with that. Kapag siya may blacklist, ibig sabihin, ayaw sumunod. Good news lalo sa mga OFW. Blacklist is ayaw sumunod. Stubborn. Okay? Resistant. Ayun yung blacklist.
Upang sugpuin ang money laundering at terrorist financing. At kapag nasa gray list, ito ang mga bansang actively working with FATF para ma-improve ang anti-money laundering processes.
Wala tayo sa gray. Baka sa periwinkle na tayo.
At kailangan na magawa ang mga action plans at rekomendasyon sa natatakdang panahon.
Correct.
Para maialis sa gray list.
Correct.
Naipasok tayo sa gray list noong Hunyo 2021.
There it is. So, Yusek Castro, napasok tayo ng 2021. Si Gossip, in-unlisted kaagad yung video niya eh. Actually, tama yung point mo. Actually, sa'yo ko ito nakuha eh, Gossip. Masyadong maaga yung pag-surrender mo. Tama ka sa point, mali ka sa argument. Let's just say that. Gossip. Tama ka sa point, tama ka sa conclusion, pero mali ka sa argument. Okay? Sinuko mo naman agad para kasi Trasibacos. Para kasi Trasibacos naman. Sinuko mo agad. Ito. Nire-revive ko argument mo. Pero, iti-tweak ko, ha?
Sa pamumuno
Masyado mo naman sinuko agad para sa Trasibacos, ha? Iti-tweak ko lang yung argument mo, ha?
ni dating Pangulong Duterte.
Okay. Teka. May laban pa eh. May laban pa. Teka. Tama ka sa conclusion, mali ka sa argument.
Sa list sa gray list. Naipasok tayo sa gray list noong Hunyo 2021.
Okay. Again, i-connect ko dito sa sinabi nitong taon to. I'm being consistent here.
From mainstream media, I only rely on the
Walang enough.
convenient communication. Mumula yan kapag walang enough or convenient communication. For example, ako,
Okay. Ngayon, hindi ko alam kung sinubstantiate ba to ni Yusek do sa channel niya? I'm not really sure. Hindi ko alam. Nakita ko lang sa gossip actually. Then I researched it. When I researched it, sabi ko, interesting. And then narinig ko yung ano ni Yusek. So sabi ko, there's a problem here. Because that is both fake news and misleading. Okay, tuloy natin.
At rekomendasyon,
Ito yung argument ni William James, isang pragmatist, na nag-aaway sila ni Peirce. Okay? Naalala nyo, ang argument ni William James is, what is wrong if I categorize the beans in every category, kahit anong category na I'm interested in, as long as it fits the beans, what's wrong with calling it true? Naalala niyo yan? Okay, kasi sa kanya kasi nagkaroon ng ano sa philosophy with Bertrand Russell. Sabi niya, if actually is good for me to actually, believe in Santa Claus, then that's good for me. Then it works. Cool. Cool. Sumagot ngayon si William James. No. You're strawmanning me. I never said that. I never said na divorce sa reality yung your belief. That you should believe. Okay? All I'm saying is, let's suppose, let's have beans. And let me arrange it with my interests. Like small beans, big beans, gray beans, dark gray beans, white beans. So, if I categorize them, as long as it fits the beans, what's wrong with calling it true? In Peirce's idea, that is, there are a lot of things that is so wrong with that. Because you can actually have partial information about something and still be false. Inductive. It's so wrong in so many levels, dude. That's why, in Peirce's argument, falsehood, there might be a chance, there may be a danger of not attaining the truth, or arriving at the truth. But, his point is, truth is the end goal of inquiry. Gets nyo? Doon ang galing yung end goal of inquiry. Truth is the end goal of inquiry. But, well, that's not a definition, that's a destination. I know. There's a chance na we never attain it. But, hindi ba masyado mo di-deflate yung idea ng truth if you can actually claim na you can attain it? Even Pontius Pilate asked the question, what is truth? Because that claiming truth is very important. If we're going to say we know the truth, you should prove it. Because the philosophers, the logicians, the scientists, if they hear that, they're gonna laugh at you. Even the judges, I guess. We cannot claim that. We can claim that something is false, but we cannot claim that something is true. Big claim yun. We should take truth seriously. It's not a joke. It's not like a bumper sticker or a slogan that you can actually throw kung nasan ka man. Kahit naman science hindi nagkiklaim ng absolute truth, we can say current best understanding. Exactly. Best explanation. Right? Kaya it's, I don't know what it is. The devil is in the details. Doon sa sinabi ni Yusek,
with FATF para ma-improve ang anti-money laundering processes at kailangan na magawa ang mga action plans at terrorist financing. At kapag nasa gray list, ito ang mga bansang actively working with FATF para ma-improve ang anti-money laundering processes.
ano daw ulit natin?
At kapag nasa gray list, ito ang mga bansang actively working with FATF para ma-improve ang anti-money laundering processes at kailangan na magawa ang mga action plans at rekomendasyon.
Okay, let me complete the information ha. May stages. May dark gray, may black gray, may blacklist, may dark gray list, may gray list. Okay, ganito yan. Nasa watch list ka. Okay? And then ginigradean ka. Okay? Blacklist, gray list, mamaya makikita natin. Bibigyan ko kayo ng data. Okay? Bigyan ko kayo ng data. So, ngayon, hindi ibig sabihin na natanggal ka sa gray list is wala ka na sa watch list. Okay? Kasi I think ito'y magbo-boomerang sa claim ni Yusek. Why? Because under Duterte, dun lang tayo natanggal sa watch list. Gets nyo? Under Duterte lang natanggal ang Pilipinas sa watch list. Gray list is nothing. Kasi ibig sabihin monitor ka. Yung pagtanggal sa gray list is not something na pinagyayabang. Kaya hindi ko alam. Yung incomplete information na napasok tayo ng June 21 sa gray list, that fits the beans, right? Because it is true. Pero incomplete. Right? Kasi yung point, yan yung argument, yung ginawa ni Yusek, yun yung point ni William James. Ang point ni Peirce, no, you're missing the context. Ano raw? Saan mo naman nakuha yan? Oh, mag-identity reveal ka. Papakita ko na ngayon. Official document. Wanna bet? Kiss my puwet.
Sa natatakdang panahon para maialis sa gray list. Naipasok tayo sa gray list noong Hunyo 2021.
That's not true. 2000 tayo blacklist. Right? Tama yung sinabi niya in specific context. Gets nyo? Pinasok tayo ng gray list noong June 2021. Dahil sa Bangladesh Central Bank incident. Sa RCBC, right? Ito yung gusto kong isipin nyo mabuti. Yung ginawa ni Yusek na yon is actually telling you a partial information about the whole thing. Kasi, to actually claim the truth, you need completeness. Then, etong pronouncement na to, etong 4-minute video na to, dyan magsisimula mag-stem yung fake news. So, here's the problem. How can you fight, Yusek, fake news if you're a contributor of it? Indirectly. Not directly. Because indirectly, that information is incomplete. Then dyan papasok na yung hypothesis ng mga tao na, wait, napasok pala tayo. Then sasabihin nila, napasok tayo sa gray list June 2021. Then yung mga taong magkiklaim doon, is mapapahiya. Mapapahiya sila. Why? Because it's not entirely true. It is true sa small context, but in a bigger context, it's not true. So how are you going to help? Not help, kasi I'm against that. I think it's untenable. So I disagree na you can actually fact check it because of that problem. Because doon sa 4 minutes na yan, incomplete yung information na sabihin mo. Then, that will be subject for speculation. Then, people will have ideas na, okay, napasok tayo noong June 2021 sa gray list. Then, i-echo nila sa echo chamber nila. Then, that becomes true. But the problem is that entirely true? I don't think so. This is actually a proof, Yusek, na yung gusto mong gawin sa pag-fact check ng mga vloggers, sa mga tao, ng mga kung sino man, it already failed because of this. Because even you cannot do it. Even you cannot uphold it. Why? Because everything you say will be incomplete. And that incompleteness will be the reason why people will have fake news. So every time you actually say something, tell something, you're gonna have to tell them one by one again the complete information. Right? That's why hindi mo kayang gawin yon. That's why I disagree to regulate it. Bigyan ng ano ba yan? ng permission, ano ba yan? Kumuha ng sa government, something like that. And then fact check yung mga tao. I disagree with that. Why? Because that's indirectly controlling their speech. Because my idea is more inquirers, more committee of inquirers, the better. Why? Because the fake news will die out. Binabasa nga niya lang ang information, di man siya gumawa ng binabasa. I think may research din naman yan. Si Atty. Clay, di ba pag hindi niya na-research yan? Of course. Kaya yung pagkakasabi niya is actually true in a specific context. But not entirely. It's incomplete. Then it means it is misleading. If it's misleading, it actually, people actually take it and apply their interpretation. And then, that's the fake news. That's why I disagree with that. I don't think you can attain that. The idea of fact check everything, fact check everyone. You cannot do that because who's gonna fact check you? Who's gonna fact check you? Us. We are going to fact check you. Kayo gaano katotoo yung na-research ni Gossip na 2021 na wala, bibigyan ko yung official. Don't worry. Mali lang argument ni Gossip. Pero nasa tamang point yung tinatahak niya. Pero mali yung argument niya. So I'm reviving it. Trasimakos. Oh. Pero ito yung ano ko na parang I want to be honest. Medyo bumaliktad yung sikmura ko. Literal. Because I don't know how to categorize it. Is it fake news? Misleading? Political stunt? Fact? I don't know. This is not the Yusek I know. This is not the Attorney Claire I know. I'm so happy na nandiyan ka, Attorney Claire, pero is it really worth it? I don't know. That's your decision naman. Anyway.
sa rekomendasyon sa natatakdang panahon para maialis sa gray list. Naipasok tayo sa gray list noong Hunyo 2021 sa pamumuno ni dating Pangulong Duterte. Dahil sa una, kakulangan sa regulatory supervision ng gambling operations.
Lahat ng tao may presyo. I'm not surprised. I don't know what's going on.
Daan natin na mayagpag ang mga pogo noon. Pangalawa, weaknesses
Na may pag ang mga pogo noon. Let's fact check that. Malacanang Palace by the President of the Philippines. 2018. Executive Order number 68. Adoption of the National Anti-Money Laundering and Countering the Financing of Terrorism Strategy and Creation of the National Coordinating Committee. So kung ang argument is nagbigay ng executive order, well, there it is. I guess they're same. The problem is, that's not entirely true as well. Because FATF is looking at the implementation. Hindi the way na presented ni USEC na because they issued executive order, therefore, automatic FATF sila. It's not true. The devil is in the detail. Na actually, yung mga batas na yan is dahil sa Pogo. Ano ba yun? Number 1, this is an official doc and speech. Should be fact-checked. Kasi could be lying by omission and could be misleading. That's my point. And not only that. Salamat, Grace. There was a law in January 2021, months before napasok tayo sa gray list, right? Naibalik. Kasi dapat ang tamang languaging dyan is naibalik tayo sa gray list. So, di ko gets kung bakit ang ginamit na salita ni Yusek is napasok tayo. Isn't it more appropriate to say na ibalik tayo? What you think, guys? Is that fair? Is it fair to say na ipasok tayo sa gray list? Or the more appropriate term to use is actually to say na ibalik? What you think, guys? Do you agree? Tama na ibalik. Well, that's the right term. Yep, iba yung impact by merely using the terms. Exactly. Naipasok tayo. Dito sa buong video to, there's no context na merong prior condition bago napunta yung June 21 sa gray list. There was no prior context to that. Why? Kung ganyan kaikli, isn't it fair to actually use na ibalik to avoid confusion sa mga tao. Since hindi mo pwedeng ibigay yung complete list and information about things, then you're gonna have to say, okay, if you're going to defend that, right, for example, if you're going to defend that statement, sabi mo na ipasok, right? Yes. Pero hindi ba dapat naibalik? Sabihin mo ngayon, it's the same thing. It's not. Because may semantic baggage yung naipasok. Meaning, from the past, hindi tayo nakapasok. Naipasok tayo ng June 2021. That's the semantic baggage of it. Pero pag sinabi mong naibalik tayo, meaning galing tayo doon. Right? Kayo na alis ba tayo? Mamaya pakita ko sa inyo. Oh.
In the implementation of targeted financial sanctions na kahit may nababalitang anomalya sa mga transaksyon lalo na noong panahon ng pandemya ay mukhang pinababayaan lamang. At pangatlo, delays in the implementation.
That same, naipasok is for the first time, naibalik repeater na. Exactly. To actually, for you to have clarification where pragmatism is here. Our first priority is actually to clarify, to make our ideas clear. Right? That's the point. Pag ginamit kasi yung term na naibalik, hanapin ng mga tao kung kailan tayo naalis. Exactly. Para kasi ang dating, hindi ka nawala sa gray list.
Of Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 na kahit na napakalaki na of anti-terrorism.
In essence, complete and accurate information is crucial for uncovering truth and ensuring reliable fact-checking. Without it, conclusion may be biased or misleading. That's why it's impossible. Again, pinag-isipan ng mga philosophers, mga logicians, mga mathematicians ito, ng mga scientists. Kung tayo ay basta-basta lang magkiklaim at sasabihin natin, we know the truth, we can fact-check you, like that, parang slogan, then we have a problem. Because these people, yung mga giants, ng mga nakaraan, they're trying to solve that problem. And we are just claiming it.
Act of 2020 na kahit na napakalaki na Intel ang nababayaan lamang. At pangatlo, delays in the implementation of Anti-Terrorism Act of 2020 na kahit na napakalaki na Intel at confidential funds noon.
How? What? Wait. There's again, that's misleading. Because there were two laws. Pinakita ko sa inyo, right? And then, pakita ko sa inyo ha. Ito ay official document. Hindi ko alam kung, again, I'm telling you. Galing sa AMLA mismo yan ha. Paliwanag natin. Kita nyo ba? June 2000. Inclusion in blacklist. List of non-cooperative countries and territories. Non-cooperative, right? September 2001. Okay. Blue. Removal from blacklist. Good. Right? Removal from blacklist. 2008. A second mutual evaluation. Tandaan nyo, may mga ano yan. May mga amendment ng batas. Ayan, yan. Blacklist na tanggal tayo 2005. Okay? 2008, second mutual evaluation, technical compliance only. Okay. Feb 2010, napunta tayo sa gray list. Okay? Then, nag-downgrade tayo. Kumbaga, gray list and then tanggal sa watch list. Yun yung stages. Right? So, meaning, natanggal tayo sa blacklist. Okay, then mapupunta ka sa gray list, right? Dark gray. Gray list na itong 2008. So ngayon, inclusion, okay pala yung itong second mutual compliance only. Kaya technical compliance only lang kasi yan eh. Inclusion in gray list noong 2010, right? Na-downgrade tayo sa dark gray list. Gray list, then dark gray. Okay? Pumunta tayo 2012, pinasa ngayon yung RA 10168. Okay? RA 10365 noong Feb 2013. Removal from gray list, inclusion in watch list. So, dalawa yan ha. Removal from gray list and inclusion in watch list. Right? Okay. July 2017, that's Duterte administration. Removal from watch list. I think nag-backfire to. Why? Only in 2017 na nawala tayo sa watch list. There it is. There's the evidence. There's data. Debunk it. Galing mismo sa AMLA yan. AMLC. Only in 2017. Removal from watch list. Ang niyayabang dito is matanggal sa watch list. Hindi sa gray list. Kasi libangan na yung gray list na yan. That's not something you'll be proud of. Ayun, malinaw na tanggal. Ayan o. Removal from watch list. RA 10927. During Duterte. January 2021. O, ito. Ito yung January 2021, right? Ayun o. Republic Act. Tama? Yan. Ito, 18 to. Kumbaga, pasang-awa 3-0 sa class card. July 2017. Removal from watch list. Watch list. Basahin natin. In 2000, prior to the passage of Republic Act 9160 Anti-Money Laundering Act, the money was placed on the Financial Action Task Force list of non-cooperative countries. Non-cooperative. In March 2003, RA 9194 was signed into law, amending the AMLA. Okay? The Philippines was removed from the NCCT list in February 2005. In 2008, due to the lack of counterterrorism financing, the Philippines was included in the gray list in February 2010 and had until 2011 to address its identified blah blah blah. Okay? The Philippines, however, failed to meet the deadline. In February 2012, the country was downgraded to the dark gray list because of delays. With the passage of RA 10167 and RA 10168, or the Terrorism Financing Prevention and Suppression Act of 2012, in June 2012, the Philippines returned to gray list was urged to fully address its remaining deficiencies. It's like normalan. In Feb 2013, RA 10365, which further amended the AMLA, was signed into law. The country exited the gray list in 2013, but remained on the watch list. Okay? It was only in 2017 when the Philippines was removed from the watch list with the passage of RA 10927 or commonly known as the casino law. But ibig sabihin nun, wala tayong kailangan ayusin sa financial system natin? Meron pa rin. So ngayon, hindi ba ang tamang claim dito, nung 2017, natanggal tayo sa watchlist. And naibalik tayo noong 2021 sa gray list. Isn't that the right way to phrase it? Unless the point is to actually mislead for people to actually speculate para gumana interpretation nila for plausible deniability. Kasi this is the problem here.
Nailagay nga tayo sa gray list noong 2021 matapos matukoy ng international watchdog na 18 na kakulangan na dapat matugunan ng gobyerno para labanan ang money laundering at terrorism financing sa bansa.
Okay. Think about it this way. From 70 to 18 issues, right? Question. Unang-una nasa watchlist pa rin tayo ngayon. Ilan na lang yung issue? Yes, salamat sa evidence na pinakita mo. Ayan ang malinaw that removing from watchlist nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Duterte. Question. Ilan na lang ba yung issues na natin ngayon? From 70 to 18, tama, noong 2021,
Para labanan ang money laundering at terrorism financing sa bansa.
Si Yusek is a lawyer and fierce vlogger. Complete package sana. Kaka-disappoint na she is there to fight fake news and disinformation din. No, ako, ma-advise ko lang. Ma-advise ko lang kay Prof. My Prof. I love you, Prof. Stop the slogan na fact check, remove fake news. It's not gonna work. Why? Because you're gonna not intentionally, you will commit it, whether you like it or not. You have no choice. Even unintentionally, you will do it. Because this is news. Kami dito, opinion kami dito, right? The vloggers are opinion, hindi naman news. Yung iba lang yung nagsasabi ng news. Sila lang yung nagkiklaim ng news. But this is news. Nagmukhang medyo kargado ang speech dahil sa incomplete info ni Yusek, directly or indirectly. Correct. Kaya, for me, it's not gonna work. Yung slogan na, we're gonna fact check you, we're gonna fight fake news through regulations and stuff. I don't think so. Yan mismo yung concern ni Christian Esguerra, di ba? Is inevitable. Correct. Because it is. It is inevitable. Even if you don't actually want to happen, you will utter something that is fake news. And everything you say there, Yusek, is fake news. Kung news, right? Kung incomplete information and mali. Why? This is news. We're vloggers. We're just commenting. Hindi fake news, may tinatago. Kaya nga, that's my point. Fake news is actually claiming na news yung sinasabi mo information, right? Kung ito'y comments lang, like for example, walang ligtas dahil sa government si Yusek. It's always news. Because that's information. Then, this is also the problem when heavy ka sa attacking the past admin kaysa ano yung tong admin na to, yung iangat. Well, I guess that's the reason kung ba't nakuha si Yusek. So, wala tayong magagawa doon, yun talaga. For example, kinuha ako dahil, for example, kay Melo Yap, kunyari, di ba? Kay Melo Yap, kinuha ako para doon. Well, for me, to be honest, I will be insulted because of that. Ano ba malala ka? Yung watchlist or gray list? Hindi. Kapag nasa gray list ka, nasa watchlist ka. Kailangan mo muna maging nasa watchlist ka bago ka mapunta sa gray list. Kapag natanggal ka sa watchlist, o di walang list, walang gray, black doon. Gets nyo? Necessary condition yung watchlist. Kung necessary condition yung watchlist, noong 2017 lang natanggal sa watchlist, how's that gonna work do sa buong narrative na sinabi ni Yusek ng 2021, June 2021, is napasok tayo sa gray list? Who removed us to begin with? Nag-gets nyo? Yun yung maraming issue dun eh. Kaya yung incomplete na yun, kaya sabi ko the devil is in the details. Kasi napasok tayo sa gray list. Okay, question. Who removed us there? Duterte rin. That's omitted. Yung kulang indication lang yung anong watchlist na nandoon.
Pero dahil ipinag-utos ng ating Pangulo through the Executive Order number 33 na kumilos agad-agad upang matanggal ang ating bansa sa gray list.
That's not true, Yusek. Hindi dahil gumawa ka na executive order na kaya mong utusan yung independent nga eh. Walang kinalaman yung executive order. Sabi ko nga, kung may executive order number 33, may executive order number 68. The same thing. O, executive order 33. Tingnan natin. Executive order 33. 33, yan. O, yan. Basahin natin. Oh, ay hindi yan. PCO yan. Oh, eto. Providing for the creation of the access audit of the city Muntinlupa. Ay, hindi. Tama ba? Hindi. 18 yan eh. Tama, mali. Ito. Adopting the National Anti-Money Laundering, Counter-Terrorism Financing, and Countering Proliferation Financing Strategy 2023 to 2027, reorganizing the National Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorism Financing, coordinating blah blah blah, right? And amending Executive Order number 68, 2018, Section 2, Section 2, Republic blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. So 18, so kaya niya kay Duterte yan, right? Ina-amend. So, okay, amendment lang to. Ito ay executive order din from Duterte, right? Adoption of the National Anti-Money Laundering and Countering the Financing of Terrorism Strategy and creation of the National Coordinating Committee. He did that. Oh. Kung ang point lang dito is, actually, kaya ito ginawa is because of the suggestion of FATF. Gusto nyo ng proof dyan, I can provide you one. Kaso haba tayo. Lagyan ko na lang part to para ano. Because we have to clarify this. We have to give as much information as possible for people to be informed. Because it is not entirely true na pumasok tayo for the first time. Hindi niya naman sinabing for the first time, but that's the semantic baggage eh. Kasi the right term to use is actually naibalik. Right? Kung naibalik, then it means dati tayo. Ngayon, mapupunta yung question na, okay, sino nagtanggal sa atin doon? Duterte rin. So kung ang idea is, dahil sa executive order, then magically naging natanggal tayo sa gray list, that's not true. Walang kinalaman yung executive order sa independent na yon para reviewin tayo. Kasi yan yung ginagawang yan kailangan pa rin implement yan. The issue was the implementation. Simulat sa pool, the implementation. You can have a law and not reinforced. And that's actually yung sinabi ng sinabi ng FATF. Ito. Ito. Ito ba to? FATF mismo yan, ha? Ito, ha? October 20 decided to recommend work post due to blah 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 blah. Their country, their progressive blah 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 blah. Philippines, so andyan pa rin tayo, ha? Ito. Basahin natin. Mismo sa FATF to. In June 2021, the Philippines made a high-level political commitment to work with the FATF. Ayan, strengthen the effectiveness of its AML-CFT regime. Since the completion of its MER in 2019, the Philippines has made progress on a number of its MER from 70 to 18, sabi mismo ni Yusek. Demonstrating that the effective of high risk, basahin nyo lang yan. Demonstrating that supervisors are using AMF controls to mitigate risk associated with casino junkets. Ayan, casino junkets. There it is. Implementing the new registration, there it is. There it is. Just read it. Katulad nga sinabi ni Yusek, we need evidence. Then we're giving you one. We're giving you the evidence that you actually demand. Because to be honest, I don't know what to think na.
Nakita ng FATF ang improvements ng Pilipinas patungkol sa money laundering and terror financing controls. Napakalaking accomplishment po ito ng ating Pangulo na matanggal nga ang bansa sa gray list. Kapag ka po ang bansa ay nailista sa gray list, mahihirapan po ang ating mga OFW sa kanilang mga remittances. Pati na po ang transaksyong finansyal.
Well, may delays. Yes, may delays. May high fees. Yun yung effect talaga.
Ang bawat isa.
Casino Junkets, shoutout TXL at RH Erwin.
Unang bansa ay maaari pong hindi payagan. Mahihirapan din po tayo makakuha ng foreign investors. Kaya dahil natanggal po tayo sa gray list,
hindi naman yun lang yung reason lang doon. Pero, yeah, anyway.
Hindi na po tayo mahihirapan. Lalong-lalo na ang
Hindi, kapag nawala tayo sa watch list, doon tayo hindi mahihirapan talaga.
ating mga OFW na magpadala ng kanilang remittances dahil maiiwasan na po ang pagbabayad ng napakalaking fees. At
Yun, tama yun naman.
madali na rin po sa atin ang mag-inganyo ng mga foreign investors.
Instead of telling the whole info which will eventually replace the previous admin, she will just omit info. Yun nga kasi doble kasi yung ginagawa ni Yusek eh. Both delivering message at the same time attacking the previous admin eh. For political stunt, I guess. This is for politics. Okay? That's why kailangan magkaroon ng misleading, kailangan may omission ng information, blah blah blah, for the people to actually think about things. Well, technically, hindi naman talaga sinabi ni Yusek na hindi ko naman sinabi na doon lang tayo naipasok. Pero hindi mo rin sinabi na tanggal tayo. At hindi mo rin sinabi na matagal na tayo naandun nung history nun. At hindi mo rin sinabi na may blacklist, tatanggal tayo sa blacklist. Hindi mo rin sinabi na kung kailan tayo talaga napasok doon. So, maraming hindi sinabi. So, I think the problem is doon sa hindi mo sinabi, hindi doon sa sinabi mo. Nagigets nyo? Kasi sinabi mo, tama naman na hindi niya naman sinabi na doon lang naipasok. Well, hindi mo rin sinabi na kung kailan tayo naipasok. Hindi mo rin sinabi na kailan tayo na blacklist. Marami kang hindi sinabi. And I think that's the problem, the incompleteness of the information. Diyan nag-i-stem yung fake news. Maaring hindi fake news sa side mo, but the problem is, ikaw yung nag-aano sa mga tao na magkaroon ng fake news. So, yung fight against fake news and fact-checking the people or the vloggers or kung sino man, for me, that's a fool's errand. Tuloy.
Kakayanin natin, lalo na ng Pangulo, na linisin ang mga kalat na naiwan sa atin ng nakaraang administrasyon.
See? Anong kalat? E18 yun, ha? Double-edged sword kasi kaya ganon. Hirap maging Yusek.
Ipanalangin natin na mapanatili natin na hindi tayo muling mapasama sa gray list o blacklist ng FATF.
Oh, see? Attorney Yusek, again, that's misleading. Hindi ba dapat ipagdasal natin is mawala tayo sa watchlist? Biglang may pumasok na blacklist, right? Pumasok ba tayo sa blacklist? Pumasok ba tayo sa gray list? Pero okay, bakit tayo pumasok ng watchlist? Hindi ba dapat tayo ipagdasal natin is mawala tayo sa watchlist? Kasi nasa watchlist pa rin tayo. Hindi ibig sabihin na natanggal ka sa gray list is wala kang sa watchlist. Noong 2017 lang natanggal sa watchlist ang Pilipinas.
Hindi titigil ang ating Pangulo na maisaayos at mapigil ang mga gawaing may kinalaman sa money laundering at terrorist financing. Maraming salamat para sa bagong Pilipinas.
It is good news. But I'm sorry, pero yung executive order has nothing to do with it. We're talking about implementation. And FATF is actually considered a systemic issue ng financial system natin. So, kaya talaga yung mga laws is actually important. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo dito, laging merong nakasunod na batas. Batas, batas 201, RA 9194, batas, then ganyan, blah 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 blah, then batas no 2012, and then natanggal, and then removal. Because of the batas, laging kasama yan. And then also the implementation. Okay? Hay, nasa isip talaga, natalian na siya sa leeg. Well, I don't know what's happening, pero kayo na magsabi, is it fake news, misleading, fact? Kasi let's fact check them. Since sabi naman ni Yusek na hindi siya spokesperson ni PBBM, then so I guess I'm safe as ka-unit team, right? Because hindi naman sinabi ni PBBM na yan yung sinabi niya, natanggal tayo, and then yun di ba? Hindi naman siguro galing sa kanya yun, right? It's about the government. So, yung sinabi niya yun is not about this being a spokesperson of the president. So, I guess, I'm good. I'm safe. Kasi wala itong pagkakaiba to actually i-debunk yung mga vloggers ni Romualdez, right? In Duterte's time lang ba nawala sa watchlist ang Pinas? Yes, according sa According sa PowerPoint na to. Removal from gray list, removal from blacklist, removal from the watchlist. 2017 lang. So yeah, mag-search kayo. Galbis sa inyo lahat. Lagyan natin part 2.
Si Pragmatism, may bagong style. Hindi lang basta-basta siya'y magaling mag-analyze. Lahat ng chismis bago siya mag-decide. Gagamit ng data para suna accurate ang vibe. Kahit saan magpunta, laging may hawak na papel. Notebook at laptop, gagamit yan para maging